Hey there YouTube, I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about why the NBA should be scared of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, if you're new around here, well, you probably don't know, I make this type of video on every single team, so I'm not saying the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to be this next super team. They're going to be absolutely unbelievable. No, I'm really just saying this because, like, I make one of these videos for every single team in the NBA, so Cavaliers just happen to be the team that I had next on the list. So that's why I'm doing it. So don't think I'm just this Cleveland Cavaliers fan that's completely delusional or anything. Now, I don't think they're going to be as bad as people think they're going to be, but I think they're going to be pretty decent, maybe an 8 seed, but I don't think they're going to be as bad as people say they're going to be and everything. So yeah, I'm just be giving 3 reasons why I think the NBA should be scared and look out for the Cleveland Cavaliers and how they could be good. So without further ado, without ramming on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so my first reason for this video is going to be their mix of veteran talent. And now what I mean by that is, they have a very good mix of veteran and young talent on this team, as they have veterans like Tristan Thompson, Kevin Love, George Hill, Kyle Korver, and all of them have finals experience. Even J.R. Smith, I know probably not the best veteran to be on a team, but he's still a veteran. They all have finals experience. Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith, they all have experience winning an NBA Finals, so they're going to be able to share very, very good experience and very good knowledge with the young guys that they have on the Cavs roster. And those young guys actually are pretty good, as they consist of Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson, and Larry Nance Jr., who all have a very high upside, despite Clarkson having a very bad Finals and most of Cleveland hating his guts just for playing as bad as he did. Well, before he was really in the Finals in the regular season, he averaged 14.8 points per game, 3 assists per game, and 3 rebounds per game in the regular season. And yeah, that's not a horrible stat line or anything, but he will be a very good player off their bench, as I'm pretty sure, if you can have someone like that coming off your bench, you should be in pretty good shape, and I think he'll be a very good piece off their bench. But one of my favorite young guys that they have is Rodney Hood, who could possibly be a starter this year, as last year he would average 15 points per game, 1.6 assists per game, and 3 rebounds per game. In the NBA Finals, he had 2 good games. The Finals, he had 2 games where he scored 15 and 10 points, and the dude was probably one of the best role players and the only role player that LeBron James had in that Finals, and he gave them the help that he needed to at least keep them in the games in games 3 and 4. But probably the most talked about young guy on their team, obviously Colin Sexton, who he's supposed to be one of the best point guards out of this draft class, and he pretty much had a decent summer league. He had the whole flexing thing. I say he'd have a pretty good summer league, but you can't really judge much around summer league. I don't look into summer league too much, but I do think that their veteran and young talent is very, very well mixed, as I think Tristan Thompson's a very good veteran. Kevin Love, obviously still an all-star level player, and obviously very good veteran. George Hill is just a good all-around veteran. Kyle Korver, like I said, good veteran. I said veteran like 10 times. But the young talent is also very, very nice. Look at Larry Nance Jr. He showed signs of him possibly being a pretty good player in this league. Jordan Clarkson, I think he's going to be more of like a perennial bench player. But Rodney Hood, that's still kind of tossed up in the air, because in Utah he was playing very, very well. But then, he got moved to the Cavs, and he played decent but not great. So I really don't know what to think about him, and obviously we still don't know what to think about Colin Sexton. I think he should be a pretty good player in the league. I don't know about superstar level, but he should be a pretty good player coming out of this draft, and should be a very good, nice piece for them, and I'm sure he'll get the starting role over George Hill. But now my second reason is going to be that they are in the Eastern Conference, and I might be like, how does this mean they're scary? That doesn't even make sense. Well, obviously the East is not very strong, as besides the Celtics, the Philadelphia 76ers, and the Toronto Raptors, it's up in the air pretty much. There's not very many good teams in the East besides those 3 teams. You have teams like the Pacers, the Wizards, I guess the Cavs. Sure, I'm missing some other teams, but the Milwaukee Bucks. Teams like that, those are also kind of the second-tier teams of the East. And, all of them have a chance to really compete for finals. That's just how up in the air the East is right now. I'm sure it's going to be one of the 3 teams I mentioned in the Celtics, Philly, or Toronto. I'm sure it's going to be one of them. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not one of them. I mean, Celtics would probably be pretty surprised if they didn't make the finals, despite regarding that there is no injuries. But I mean, if besides the Celtics, I wouldn't be surprised if Toronto or Philadelphia 76ers really got bounced kind of early by one of those teams. I mean, it's really up in the air. And I mean, I think the Cavs have one of the top 6 rosters in the East. So I mean, they could probably get a 6 to 8 seed in the playoffs, and I mean, when you get in the playoffs, no telling where you can go from there. And now my third reason, this one's kind of a stretch, but I mean, K-Love could go back to his Minnesota days. I mean, as right now, Kevin Love will be the leader of the team, and most of the offense will be going through him. And I mean, the last time that he shot a high volume of shots and shot over 13 shots a game was his last year in Minnesota, where he averaged 13 shots per game. And I mean, last year, he didn't average that many shots. I think he averaged like 10 shots a game. So, I mean, the offense wasn't really going through him. But when he was in Minnesota, averaging all those shots per game and putting up a high volume of shots, he averaged 26.1 points per game, 4.4 assists per game, 12.4 rebounds per game, and 50% shooting from the field. So, I mean, I think you could definitely say that Kevin Love could possibly go back to his Minnesota days if he gets to shoot a whole bunch of shots. Now, I know Colin Sexton being in the lineup, they might want to try to integrate him into the offense, so it might affect him a little bit, but I'm sure a lot of the offense will still be going through Kevin Love, as he's still the veteran leader of the team as of right now, so I'm sure that a lot of the offense will be going through him, which will resolve in him taking more shots and scoring even more. And I mean, trying to go back, and now it's not going to be as good, because I mean, when he was in Minnesota, that was literally his prime, and that's why he was so good, so no telling if he's going to be able to go back to that just because of how much older he is now. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you do see him have one of his best seasons in a while, at least scoring-wise, because I mean, he literally has to score, or the team probably won't be winning many games. But unfortunately, guys, that's it for this video. So if you like the video at any point, hit the like button and subscribe button. It would literally mean the world to me. I mean, y'all been showing so much support. I think we're like 13 subscribers away from 600 subs. That is literally 100 subscribers over halfway to 1,000. Like, that's a lot of people. I mean, I was doing a 300 piece puzzle, and just looking at all the pieces, I was like, dude, I have more subscribers than there are pieces of this puzzle. And that was, I know it's kind of weird, but I was just thinking that, and I mean, y'all really helping me leave. I can't speak English. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to get angry at y'all. I'm not really angry at y'all. I'm angry at myself for not being able to speak English. Anyway, y'all are really helping me live like my dream. Obviously, I'm not made it or anything. I'm not gonna get a big head about it. I'm at 500 subs. That's not a lot compared to a lot of people, but to me, that is a butt ton of subscribers. And to be honest, if I didn't gain another subscriber from here on out, no, I was gonna say I'd be happy. I mean, I wouldn't be happy, but I wouldn't be mad either, because I mean, I just thank y'all so much. Y'all been showing so much support on the channel. I can't thank y'all enough for that. And I mean, so yeah, but also comment below. Do you think the Cavs could be good? How good do you think they're going to be? What do you think the record's going to be? Do you want me to make this type of video on your favorite team? Comment all of that below. And I hope you have a blessed day, because I had a blessed day, so you need to have a blessed day. See you tomorrow's video. Goodbye.